That hip down, shoulders down on the fan kick. Sarah, because of her birth date, is still in the mini division, so it's like, shoo, she has a better shot. What better way to learn a solo in 2 days, put a costume on, and go out and compete it? That is gonna push that kid to the next level. It's gonna make her a stronger dancer.
Does your kid always look at the floor when she dances and bite her lip? She looks scared to me. Abby must have just said something to her.
You have a lot of issues with everything at this studio. Your kid has already had a piece taken off of her and given to mine.
My biggest issue at this studio is your stupidity.
I am not stupid.
I'm happy to be here. She's learning, she's being challenged, and she's having a great week, and you're not gonna take it away from me.
I think Abby will have the last say in that.
I couldn't even hear myself think, let alone listen to what these two women were bitching at each other about. Who's better, who belongs, blah, 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 blah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Abby.
Hi. So Mackenzie looked great.
Thank you.
Don't you think you should tell the kids that you're not gonna be here?
JoJo should have gone out there for those 5 judges.
She did. Absolutely.
If I was sitting in that front row, she would have been dancing for me.
If you were going to come to any of the solos, that's one thing, but to come for just one and not the other two.
If I wasn't there, just guess it was a darn good reason. I had business in New York. The main reason that I went was because of my court date. I was on the freeway coming here. I had a driver bring me. You never know what the traffic's gonna be like. It's always bad leaving the city. I happened to just walk in as there was a little pause, and then the next one was Mackenzie. I didn't even have a program. I don't even know who's on next. It really doesn't matter if I watch or not. The only thing that matters is what the judges see. Hey! Hello! Ah! Hello! You're wonderful.
Thank you.
Hello!
Good job, lover.
You did it! Yay! So what did you think?
I loved it.
You did? You had a
I
good
think
time?
I killed it.
You killed it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want you guys to make sure that you're never looking for me in the audience, because I might not be there.
You think since I'm your guest, do you feel bad that you didn't get to see my solo?
No. You are creating a monster.
Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And Jess is a pretty big tree.
And by the way, JoJo had 2 more points than you had on your score.
She's 2 years older than her.
Yeah, minis and juniors are scored different. Come on.
It's dance.
JoJo, so what do you think of your mom telling Sarah that you were 2 points higher than her?
Well, I mean, if it is the truth,
Oh my God.
I don't mind it being said.
Is something wrong with saying the truth?
We just have a code of etiquette among the team.
I went and got her in the other room when your kid couldn't do the lyrical piece, period. JoJo, she's obnoxious, sometimes rude. But can she be fabulous and make everybody stand up and take notice? Yes, she can. Girls, I would like to properly thank the judges, so come on out. Come with me. Let's go, I'm gonna take them.
Jess has no idea of appropriate etiquette for a dressing room. To bring up these kind of issues in front of the girls is awful. What was your goal in saying that to Sarah? What were you trying to achieve?
I was just saying the truth.
You don't say it in front of the kids, and that's the bottom line.
All I care about is JoJo got a higher score than your daughter.
Someone has to be the bigger person.
And just walk, just leave.
Yeah,
Forget about it.
it's ridiculous. Who gives a
I just can't even imagine that. Of all the years being a
You
part
guys
of this.
think LA isn't gonna be tough? You guys better
No.
thicken your skin.
You know what? I grew up in the Bronx, New York. I'm good. I'm good. But I also have class.
Thanks for the lesson.
No, obviously you haven't learned a thing.
Oh, I've learned a lot about
And that's
JoJo's
why you're in
technique.
here by yourself.
Oh, you're in Stacey's seat, actually.
Oh, there are no assigned seats.
Yeah, we were here and her stuff's there. You're like in her
She can
seat.
sit there, she can sit here, but there are no assigned seats.
I think you need to move. That's Stacey's stuff.
So who's she watching? Our kids? Because she doesn't have a kid in there. She forgot her kid again.
Stacey, you are fired up. You are just
Actually, she's
fired
not,
up.
but you need to move.
Actually, I don't. There are no assigned seats. Like, this isn't kindergarten.
Why are you here? She's not even dancing.
I want to go ahead and see what's going on, if this is part of, like, a team.
You're not being a team player. You
Okay.
can move and sit over there. So don't act like you want to be part of a team.
Yolanda, get up and move.
I'm not going to.
You need to get here. You actually are going to.
No, actually, I'm not. I want to sit right where I'm going to sit. And if
You're
you
actually going to get up.
Okay, what are you going to do?
You're going to get up.
What are you going to do?
Is that a threat?
I think you're threatening me.
Yolanda, where's your child? The teacher who doesn't provide education for her daughter doesn't even have a kid dancing.
I mean, what, are you gonna sit up here by yourself and watch all our kids?
If you guys want to, yeah.
Okay, well, can you kindly move your seat so Stacey can come back?
I'm not moving.
Who the hell does Yolanda think she is? Get up and leave, and worry about getting your daughter's schooling in order. Okay, great. Can you move your seat, please?
Oh.
She's the bad girl.
Hey, it's a role. I don't care. I don't care. It's a role. You gotta act. You gotta act.
Oh, I don't know. It's a little bit sensitive, wouldn't you say?
No, you know what? I don't think that way. If she walks or Abby kicks her out, then that's on her. My kid has a voice. She can raise her. She can speak for herself.
But she's 7.
She hasn't cried yet about that's been going on.
But wait a minute. You just said that your kid doesn't cry. I think that it was pointed out that she cried twice since she's been here, Christy.
When? Name one about a dance.
Yeah, it was about a dance.
What about what?
About the duet.
No, she didn't cry after the duet.
I thought she did.
No, she didn't.
Apparently with Christy, you can take away her daughter's role in dancing on a national television talk show, but don't you dare say that she cries.
I think Jill saw her.
Not about the. Oh, really?
Really, Christy, you can sit there and say, really,
no,
Jill,
no, no,
really,
no, no,
really?
no,
Yes.
no.
After you ran in and saved her, she said, oh, I was crying because I felt sad for Nia.
No, she was not crying.
She was crying, just face it. Don't sugarcoat it, Christy.
Don't put me in the same boat as you.
My daughter wears her heart out on her sleeve.
Yes,
she doesn't have to go in the bathroom to cry.
She did.
And pretend she didn't.
Asia felt bad that Nia got yelled at.
You just said Asia has a hard shell.
Jill,
She doesn't cry.
Jill,
She cries.
Give
Nia's
up.
fine.
Give up. You're not getting to me.
I'm not
going to
give up because I was there.
You're raising your voice. I don't care.
You're the one who says it never will happen.
No,
it
I
already
didn't
happened.
say never. I did not say never. I said that my daughter's strong enough to handle it.
Okay, she didn't handle it the other night.
So get it straight and don't get it twisted and get your facts.
I
Get your facts right.
You
Get
weren't
your
there.
facts right, Jill. I don't mind if my child cries. She's 7. She can cry all day on. So what? Who cares?
Kendall is clearly not at Maddie's level, but I know Kalani could beat Maddie any day. Where do you think your placement is on this team? Why are you here? Like, why are we traveling 3,000 miles to be here and to train with Abby?
To be on the team and to learn.
Kira is out in the hallway saying she wants to put Kalani in a solo.
Kira has been able to get away with a lot with Abby, but let me tell you one thing. Don't you start messing with Maddie's reputation. When you mess with that kid's reputation,
I'm going inside and getting ready to run the group dance.
What's going on?
Solo.
What's going on?
My mom wants her to do a solo, and I'm not doing it because you told me not to.
I just want her to be able to showcase her talent every week.
I understand your mother wants you to dance. Every mother wants their kid out there in the front, in the middle, and da-da-da-da-da-da.
But it's more about
I get that.
how we get her to be permanent. What does she need to do? Where does she need to go?
She doesn't need to do anything. She's fine. I love her. I think she fits in great. Do you fit in? I don't want another Christy and Kelly on my team. And I have told you once, and now I'm telling you again, no solo today.
Oh, hey!
I just wanted to stop in after seeing the 3 performances and say, for one, girls, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job. I don't necessarily think that you got Maddie beat this time, but I think you got Kendall.
Ava's mom is so desperate. And the fact that she has to come into our dressing room and announce in front of all the kids that she thinks Ava was better than Kendall, I think that's disgusting. We have traveled for a long time. We're very close. We have our dysfunction, but we don't want you here if you're going to come in and say that.
Understandable.
So there's the door, because I don't want you here. That was rude.
But I think that technically, I think that it was...
You just said you think your kid has her beat. How is that not slapping somebody in the face?
Well,
and
I
you
wasn't
want to
coming in
spot
slapping
on
her in
this
the
team?
face. I'm not part of the team yet, and I will continue yet. I think she has her beat. That's my personal opinion, and I have...
Say that when your kid has a perfect performance, because your kid's performance was not good. When
I
the
said
arms
I'm
are
a
going
dance...
like this...
Okay, enough for the dramatics. Because
That's
there's
what they
plenty of
look
things
like.
that I could have pointed out about Kehlani.
Really? About my kid? Oh, don't even start.
I said there are plenty of things that I can point out, but why?
About my kid?
About your kid.
You know what?
All of this.
Kalani would put your kid in a grave.
She's 13.
She would have put your kid in a grave 10 years
In a
ago.
grave?
She's
You know what?
10 times the dancer your kid would ever be.
Back off.
Oh, no, get out.
You gotta hand it to Kira. If you talk on her kid, she's gonna throw it down with you. And I'm glad she threw it down with Jeanette.
We're gonna have a little dance-off before the awards, and there's gonna be an improv competition. So we will settle it on the dance floor. Kalani versus Ava.
Oh, let them all do it.
Kalani, now's your chance. Kira, your kid better prove you right. She's gonna go into that improv competition, and she's gonna beat the crap out of Ava.
That's why I wanted Kalani in a solo. Not to put down Maddie, to put down all the rest of them.
Kalani, come here. I love you, babe, but you were supposed to win that improv dance-off. Chloe, you did a lot better in the improv than I would have thought. You just can't repeat. They saw you turn. They saw you nail the turns. You don't want to do them again and do them not as good as you did them the first time. Do you understand? Christy, get rid of the attitude.
I don't have an attitude. I'm
Look at
responding
your face
to you.
right now. You have an attitude.
Let's go.
You have an attitude of thing on this team.
No, Abby, I have an attitude with you.
And that's only gonna hurt you in the long run.
No, it's not.
Sorry, Chloe.
Sorry, I know. You just really look out for the best for her. I think Abby has found that if she just keeps digging at me, maybe she'll be able to get rid of me. Well, you know what, Abby? I'm not gonna give you that satisfaction.
Keep pointing in my face, sweetheart. Keep it up, keep it up.
Get out of my face.
You're rude and you're nasty.
You are the
Turn
rudest
around.
and nastiest person on the planet.
Really?
And I'm not afraid of you. I know that you want to put this onus on everyone, that you're this big bad thing. I'm not afraid of you, Abby. I'm not.
I'm not a big bad thing. I'm artistic.
Oh, I know. You're
I
an
do
angel.
brilliant work. You are like putting silk stockings on a mule.
And
came
you
from
are
nothing.
putting lipstick
You
on a
have
pig.
nothing. I have more class in my little finger than your entire pathetic family,
Okay, Abby,
Yes.
keep telling yourself that.
including your mama.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, who doesn't speak to their mother? That's insane.
You know why I don't speak to my mother?
Why?
Because she's like you, a psychopath. I will not back down to you. I won't.
Then, yeah, to go 5, 6, 7, 8, yes?
Yeah. And Jalen,
And
when you run back,
And
they
find each other.
half circles.
Yeah, so when you roll on the floor,
Half circles.
can you tell him what you need to tell him so I can continue?
You're over there talking to him,
No,
Anthony.
I'm talking-
I'm not gonna just stand here and not help out. We're in a time crunch, okay? And I got where you're going.
You don't
that
know
you're
where
the
I'm going.
artist.
You
I
don't
got
know where
that.
I'm going. Can you just
no,
be quiet?
No.
I'm giving them both a
Okay,
note to roll on the floor,
but
and you're
you're-
talking to him while I'm talking to him.
Listen, if I'm gonna be able to step in to help out,
But
that's
you're not,
what I'm
but you
gonna
don't know
do.
what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
You don't know what you're talking
Oh, really?
about. Yes,
I don't know
really.
what I'm talking
Yes, really.
about. Oh, if you're gonna
If
give
you're
the
gonna get in my
note,
face, step
if
out of my
you're-
face.
I'm
Step
not
out
in
of
your
my
face.
face. I have
You wanna
kids.
see me in
Don't
your
talk to
face?
me. You will never be in my
Then
face.
don't be
You will
condescending
never
to
be
me.
in my face.
Don't be condescending
You will
to me.
never be in my face.
Okay, then don't tell me not to get in your face if I'm not in your face.
Asia, we're gonna start with her, and you all are gonna do 100 push-ups. She doesn't have to do the 100 push-ups because she didn't ice skate. You were selfish, you were naive, and you put this entire group in jeopardy. I found out the girls went ice skating. The Abby Lee Dance Company contract is very specific. No ice skating. These are things that protect your child, as well as the group and the choreography and all the money that's gone into doing a competition. You know, when somebody gets hurt, everybody else has to pay for it. Asia has an amazing solo this week. It's called The Robot. And it's gonna be hard to keep her a little stiff, but we're gonna try.
Look, all the girls are doing push-ups and Asia's running her solo. What's that about? Did the kids have a really good time?
Yes, and that's
They
all
did.
that matters.
That's
Sometimes they have to just be kids. Like,
Enjoy their
for
childhood.
God's sakes. Abby's sitting here making these kids do push-ups because they went ice skating. Abby, what did you do while the kids were ice skating? Did you maybe go for dinner? Maybe you should be doing the sit-ups and the push-ups.
I still stand. Asia knows, and she's not going to ice skate 2 days before competition because you can't be 100% sure an accident won't happen on the ice.
That's not what you said yesterday.
Well, I'm telling you now. After thinking about it, we have 2 days out for a show. You want to just take that chance? I don't as a mother. My daughter's a dancer.
Why
no,
are
I
you
got
getting
this.
all bent on a shape? Nobody's asked you.
Christy, look
Yes,
at me when
I'm
you talk.
speaking.
Look at me when you talk.
Excuse me.
Look at me when you
Excuse
talk.
me.
Excuse me.
I don't want to look at you when
Look
I
at me
talk.
Well, then don't talk to me.
Well, then don't talk to us. Nobody asked you.
I'm answering a question.
Nobody
don't-
asked you a question.
Yes, you did. You just asked me a question.
You need to settle yourself down.
No, I don't.
You need
Because
to
guess
settle
what?
yourself
You look
down.
at me like you talk to me. Don't look at your phone. Look at me. Because I'm answering.
tell me what to
I'm
do.
telling you what you do.
It's important that if someone's going to talk to me and ask me a question, is that they look me in the eye, not ask me a question and look away and then make faces. It's disrespectful, and you're not going to do it when you're talking to me.
I'm sorry that you guys are miserable. I'm
Not
sorry you guys
miserable.
are miserable.
Our kids are happy.
Then
They had
look
a
at
great
me
time.
when you talk to me.
What
If you're gonna ask me a
wanna
question,
look at you when I
okay?
talk to you.
You guys are so caught up on, oh my God, complaining
No
about
one
every little that happens.
Mary, I don't know why you're getting so emotional about this.
Because
It's just-
Christy
we're just
and
talking
Jill
about ice
bring it up, and then Christy's over there standing there making faces like, oh my God, I can't believe she's saying that. Oh my God. But then you can't look me in the eye and
I'm
then
looking
tell
you
me.
in the eye, bitch.
Bitch, let's go. Let's go.
I'm not that way.
Exactly. So don't call me a bitch
I'm
if you
not
can't
that
back
way.
it up.
Settle
no,
yourself
I don't.
down.
Do not call me a bitch if you can't back it
I
up.
can back it up, but I don't fight like
okay,
that.
then don't use those words towards me.
I think Christy is gonna knock the other Christy out. And I'm just like, stay away, I don't fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Watch your tongue.
You need
Watch your tongue.
Get your finger
I'm telling
away
you,
from me.
Watch your tongue. You call
What
me
are
a
you-
bitch
what are you
one
gonna
more
hit me?
time, watch your tongue.
What are you gonna hit me?
Watch your tongue.
Are you gonna hit me?
Watch your tongue.
You don't tell me what to do. What are you gonna hit me?
Watch your tongue.
No, I love her. I hope she slaps her in the face.
Why am I the one in trouble when this is going like this? Why are you so violent? You have
I'm not
an
violent.
injury?
You just don't know how to handle me. That's why.
Christy Ray is a time bomb. I have no idea what Christy has in mind when she jumps out of her chair and gets in Christy's face.
Save it. Save it, Christy. Save it.
You save it.
Save it. Save it. Okay?
You save it.
Save it.
I'm not looking away now, am I?
Good. Now I've taught you a lesson.
You've taught me how I don't want to behave.
Save it.
Sorry.
What did you say? The kid in the red pants didn't know what they were doing?
She knew?
I wasn't. No, that's Paige. Paige generally doesn't know what she's doing.
I'm watching the number, and Anthony and Kathy are talking bad about Paige. I mean, loud. I could hear it. And it's really ticking me off.
It's obvious you put your best dancer out front, so you watch the back line.
I summoned Paige down off the stage. The two people behind me are ripping the down. I thought that if Paige stood up to them and looked at this man and said, if you have something to say it to my face, that he would rationally, as a grown adult, say, oh, honey, I'm sorry. I won't say anything else. I really did.
But it didn't look like that. I guess because you were close to the wing, it looked like you were, you know, about to hit the wing, so it showed on your face. And I mean,
You're not her dance teacher, so don't
I'm
give
not
her
her dance
critiques.
teacher, that's why I didn't
Leave her
give her
alone.
Yeah, but you
Paige,
haven't
please
you've
go
been
up on
ripping
the
on her
He's
since
rude.
she sat down.
so what?
Don't rip on my
Give her her
daughter.
critiques.
She's
I'm not-
11 years
she
old.
does it enough. She does it enough.
Yeah, well, I pay her for her
Good.
critiquing.
Good. And
Not you.
Maybe you should get a refund. Maybe you should get a refund because those knees were bent and she missed many a steps.
Well, at least my daughter can get out there and dance. Your daughter can't. She's sick every week.
I didn't really care that he was giving me corrections because I like getting corrections from other people because it makes you a better dancer. I just didn't like that he did it in front of a whole audience because it kind of got me embarrassed.
And it was only the truth, Abby. That's all I was, you know, I'm not saying anything, and it's not nothing against
You know what? Well, let's call Katy Perry and see what she has to say about you.
I quit. That's what happened. I
Yeah,
quit
or got
before.
fired. Figure it
No,
out.
never.
Oh,
I've never
right.
ever got fired from a job. Check my resume, boo. That's why I continue to work. I continue to work.
Kathy, you shouldn't talk about kids. We never talk mean about your kid, ever. Because she said something about my kid. Was I sitting here talking about Vivian? No, I
no one
wasn't.
said anything about your kid. Abby called her off the stage.
Because
which is
you're
very
talking about her.
I wasn't talking about her.
Yes, you were.
I said she was lurking on her steps, which is true. She
All
was
right,
lurking.
look. This is a dance competition. This is my livelihood. You either need to leave the premises or you need to act like a lady and a gentleman. I've had it. Enough.
You know what then, Abby?
What are you talking about?
When you mess with one of our team members, it really makes Abby angry. We protect one another, and I'm telling you, she's sticking up for Paige.
I thought the group dance was good. I really did. I just wish we wouldn't have screamed and yelled at the end. I regret that.
You think everybody was together in the group dance?
No, I thought Asia was a hot mess. She was ridiculous. Choreography's here. When it moves this way, whoever's on this end ends up in the middle.
Well,
Asia was in the wings on the right. Asia ruined the group dance. However, I don't know where those judges were looking, and I don't know what they saw.
Hey, Ab, how you doing? Big win for the Apples this week, huh?
Get ready.
Guess what, Abby? Everybody knows who Candy Apples is, and you know what? You're gonna go down every week because you know why? You're not only rude to people, you're rude to children. You did that to poor Paige. Don't put your hands on your waist at me and look pitiful. You set that up. You're rude and you're going down. Nobody cares about Abby Lee anymore.
Kathy was victorious this time, I'll give her that. But it didn't have anything to do with her skills. Kathy had nothing to do with that number. Kathy, it's not gonna happen again. The back of your knee is not straight. You can feel it. It's bent. Every single person here can look in the mirror and say, yes, her knee is bent. But you, she's not using the right muscles. I told you she was a hot mess in the ballet class, and you just didn't want to believe it.
I didn't say I didn't want to believe it. I'll tell you what I saw when I walked into the bathroom was my daughter crying, going like this to her thigh, crying, my body is my body, there's nothing I can do. I was born this way. I'm just trying to clarify because I'm hoping she misunderstood.
No, watch her when she does the turns.
I'm sitting here listening to you since I got here, and so is she. Her feet, her knees,
her legs,
her
her feet, her
thighs,
knees, her legs,
her
her
rib
feet.
cage, her shoulders, her elbows, her hands, her hair, her neck's not long enough.
Touche. Touche, you got it. I don't understand what's wrong with these mothers. You know, 2 weeks ago, they wanted me to stop working with Brady so I could concentrate on their child. But that's what I'm doing. And now Ashley's all bent out of shape because I'm critiquing her child. I feel like Jack Nicholson, you know? You can't handle the truth. I'm sorry. The truth hurts, but Presley has to hear it.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? I cannot change those things.
Right, so I have to camouflage those things.
Pack your stuff. Pack your stuff, let's go. I am not, no. You are not humiliating my daughter. Nope, I have had it. I'm done with my daughter being humiliated, being called a mediocre dancer. She's not a winner. Yes, she is. Let's go.
No, no.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You're coming out. Listen to me.
I want to be here.
Okay. Let's go.
I can't go, no.
First of all, let's take the scissors off your hands before you poke your eyes out.
I feel like my mom wants me to go home because she thinks that I'm just getting insulted and that it's not a good environment for me, which I disagree with, because I feel like I'm just getting corrections, and I think they're helping me become a better dancer. And I'm on a team, and I can't just let my team suffer from this, so I really don't want to go home.
Come outside with me.
Why? I don't want to go home.
Come on. My daughter is more than she has made her out to be since the day I walked in the door. She didn't even give her a chance. We walked in, she didn't like her hair.
I saw those flyaways in your hair when you walked up here. Kind of a hot mess. You wouldn't clean your garage looking like that.
She tagged her as a hot mess from day one. So I'm done. Nobody is treating my daughter like that. Nobody.
I don't want to, please. No, Mommy, no.
Big mistake.
Hey, Presley did a great job.
Thanks, Anne.
Thank you.
Ellie did a good job on the stage. She looked really pretty.
Your kid missed her rope 2 times.
Because she was
so good.
fantastic. I mean, she was amazing.
You guys, she shouldn't even be here, period. So, get out.
How do you? I'm not gonna do this with her. I'm not gonna do
Abby?
No, Stacey. I'm not doing this.
She's just jealous that I'm here. She knows that I'm a threat to Lily.
Ellie, come here, let's go. Hello? Who?
Hi.
What's going on?
They're making her look like she's a bad person, and she's not, and I don't want my mom.
Well, I've never said that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you did it, but they said it.
So why do you believe what they said? Who cares what they say?
Yeah.
If you're gonna be in this business, there's people in the world that are cruel. Ellie, you're here, A, to be an asset, and B, to challenge them. And you have to be a leader on this team. You can't be in the bathroom crying with a bunch of other kids.
Well, my mom dragged me over there, and she's like, I have to tell you something.
That's adult business, and she should handle it with the other mothers. Why would a mother, Yolanda, put these ideas and these thoughts into her kid's head? Why would you do that to hurt your child's feelings? It's awful.
Well, hopefully next week, Ellie will be full cleared to go. And I think that when she comes in, I think that we can get back on a winning streak.
She's definitely a great dancer and definitely can add things to the team as a dancer. She definitely
Stacey,
can.
do you feel that way? Because I'm just kind of looking you in the mirror and you just seem like...
Why are you looking at me in the mirror?
I guess I'm just trying to wonder, is she going to be accepted? Because please don't use anything that you have against me against Eliana.
No. Because you hurt an 8-year-old child. You're an older woman.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, what? I'm 2 years older than you? Like, okay, whatever.
You, as a grown adult, let me finish my sentence, lied to a bunch of people saying that I had a restraining order out against you, which is impossible because you wouldn't know about it.
You threatened and people told me you better be careful because she has a restraining order against you about something that never even happened. That's what I'm going off of.
She's saying it never happened, that she choked me.
No, I didn't. I did not. Look up on your phone what it means to choke somebody. Pushing somebody back is not choking.
It's called with your hands on someone's neck.
Not.
Yes, it is.
Look at it.
That's why your kid is dancing
Are you
with
serious?
a rope. Yes. What do you think? It's a coincidence?
It's just a nightmare. I'm sitting in between 2 grown women
And then you lie about a restraining order?
who aren't going to bury the hatchet.
I have a restraining
Put a
order
restraining
against
order on
you.
me. And you know that nothing ever happened.
know.
I defended myself
You would
because
know.
you know what?
You don't have a
Stacey,
restraining
you said
order.
you're coming up here and you're going to kill me. That's what you...
The girls don't need this. Team doesn't need this.
That's why you lost your practice. You couldn't be a psychologist anymore because you...
I am still a psychologist, you stupid bitch.
Honestly, for the sake of your child, your mental status,
Take a breath.
You are not allowed to lunge at somebody like
we have to come to a point that we can exist.
Chloe, your feet on the floor. They shouldn't fly up in the air like that. Don't just sit there and slouch. That ticks me off.
So far right now, Kendall is leading the pack with 6. Chloe and Nia are tied at 4. And there have been 7 Maddie praises. Only 1 Mackenzie.
Nia, I'm not gonna get on your case. It is not worth my energy. You are not worth my energy.
That is so wrong.
She said how many in less than 5 minutes?
You know why you're getting that reaction? Because we've never added them up. You see them in black and white, you're like, this is ridiculous.
All you have to do is look down in that room, and it's written all over those girls' faces. I mean, they're trapped in a windowless room with a hungry beast who does nothing but scream at them all day while she praises one.
Can I lay that there, Paul?
I'll move my fingers.
Okay.
The circus is in town.
Oh, the circus is here. And look,
Look what we did.
Oh my God, why don't you guys be a little indiscreet about that?
we need the tallies. We've been telling Abby for years the inequities of how she treats Maddie and how she treats the other girls. So we decided to keep track of exactly how many times she compares the kids to Maddie or says something inappropriate that's not constructive criticism.
Mia had 6.
5, 6. Yesterday, we kept a tally on Christy's phone, and today, we're gonna put it in writing.
Why is it Maddie on there?
Because you didn't have any
She had
tallies.
8 praises.
I thought she had a negative. No.
Once again, the moms are singling Maddie out. Her name's not even on the board, and I really don't think it's appropriate for the girls to see us putting little tick marks by their names.
Okay, I'm putting this down, so as soon as
So right now we have
the
a tie
games
for second.
proceed, if your child gets one, you come up and you
Okay.
mark her off.
Sounds good.
And Melissa, in the meantime, if Maddie starts getting
We can add her
negative
name.
remarks, we'll put her on and she'll be ready to go.
And then we'll
Really
all
loud.
ice skate home.
What is that big sign up there? What is that?
I don't know. They brought it up there in the middle of rehearsal, and Maddie said, "Oh, my name's not on there." Not Stella's.
How many times she cried and ran out of the room and acted like an idiot?
Yeah.
No, Mackenzie would be higher.
No, Mackenzie would be winning.
Oh, she's asking the kids what this board is.
As far as I know, they don't know.
Oh, Chloe said take it down.
Yeah. Yeah, because I agree.
What is everyone so upset about? Like, I don't get it. It's no different from what we did yesterday on the phone. So it's a little bit more visible. Okay, we're making her behavior visible to all. If she stands behind her behavior, then what difference does it make? Why would it change anything? I don't see the big deal about it. It's an observable. If she doesn't like us observing her behavior, then maybe she should change her.
She needs to modify that behavior.
Right, exactly. That's my point.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you go. You're gonna get a drink, get your brains clear, and then let's start working on the group. Aren't you glad you're not on that list?
I don't even know what it
Me
is.
too. I don't know. But whoever wasted the time it took to make those letters and to go by that board should have spent that same amount of time on putting a brain in their kid's head and figuring out why they're not the big winner, why they're not on the Ellen Show. Better use of time. I just watched you. You were completely turned in on your foot, pigeon-toed. This kid is pigeon-toed, I'm telling you. And her mother never got her corrective shoes. And they didn't break those ankles and turn them out.
Okay, Melissa, give her a tick.
For years, the moms have talked about the unfair treatment Abby displays towards the girls. So we have a whiteboard. Every mark on the board indicates and reflects something negative Abby has said or done towards our girls. And there's no hiding from these numbers. There's no hiding from the truth.
It is not funny. If you don't do this and we don't win, it's gonna be your fault.
Tick, tick.
1, 2, 3, 4. No! Kendall, you need to be behind Chloe a little bit more. You just kind of stood there like, I don't want to space cadet because that could be taken as derogatory, but you stood there doing absolutely nothing for 2 counts. Drop your head. That's the 10th time today. Broadway Baby, my dog, could have figured that out faster.
You don't have to keep standing up and down, up and down.
Get your head out of your butt and wake up. Straighten the back of the knee on the arabesque. I'm not gonna say her name, but the kid over there in the orange 2-piece coral, she needs to move out.
That's a tick just for diminishing her and not using her name.
Oh, it is? That whiteboard has become a huge distraction for everyone. The girls keep staring at it. I'm trying to prepare these girls for a competition against the Wicked Witch of the West. Why do they want to distract their daughters from learning? All right, so I see 11 marks over there for Kendall.
Those are inequities in how the kids are being treated. It was all compared to Maddie.
Right.
Maddie's not perfect. I mean,
I know that.
We know that. That's the point. They all had their feet up in the air. Maddie's foot was sickled in. Chloe's and Nia's was not.
You have to elevate her to make her look that much better by dragging the other kids down. No, I'm not.
Vehemently jealous of Maddie. It's sickening.
That is your behavior that has been documented.
Well, this is my teaching method.
And your teaching method is flawed, as we have seen.
This has
There's
nothing to do
one
with
child who is missing out on the full Abby Lee experience.
All of the girls at the Abby Lee Dance Company get the same exact training. They all have the opportunity to blow my socks off, but they don't. Some of them stand there and yawn in my face, but some kids shine. They make the choreography look better than you ever imagined it looking. Which kid's yours?
I still don't see why the kids couldn't have danced.
Could it be that maybe giving Kendall and Chloe the same choreography doesn't give Maddie a slam dunk win because they might have looked good on stage?
Right. And that's what she doesn't want.
The three of them could have done that solo and got.
But why didn't you say, Abby, let them do it? Let them all do it. Let them all run it.
But Melissa wouldn't stand up for Mackenzie. She's certainly not going to stand up for our kids.
But by not saying anything, it is saying you're right.
Your kids succeed on the backs of our kids because in order for your kids to be winners, ours have to be the losers.
That is the ugliest board. Why would you bring the board and have it be a distraction to the kids again in the dressing room? When will you ever learn? Leave the dancing and the teaching up to me, and I'll leave the bitching and complaining up to you guys.
These tics aren't about corrections. It's not about corrections. It's about
my teaching style.
It's about humiliating them. Like you said,
to the point of improvement.
No, but that's not right. When you looked at Maddie and said, "Oh, your posture's getting bad because you're hanging out with Kendall like her over there."
It's Kendall's fault that Maddie's posture was bad.
But wouldn't that make Kendall go like this?
No, it's not.
She just laid there and looked at
Abby.
It has nothing to do with posture.
Do you see why I didn't bring that up?
Yeah.
That's what those tics represent. How many times you said things that we found disrespectful or humiliating to the kids.
I had this wonderful plan for Nia next week. She was gonna do a Maya Angelou piece, and now it's like, you know what, Holly?
If that's your retaliation,
Go
you know
worry
what,
about
Abby?
those big flat feet somewhere else. I could care less.
What kind of 40-something-year-old woman has to retaliate against me? You act like a baby. That is a baby right there.
You want me to make your child better, but yet you want to hold me accountable for my teaching methods.
When they cross the
Nobody
line,
would know Nia's name if it wasn't for me. You think people would grab their program and say, ooh, Nia Frazier's on next? Woohoo!
You know what's so sad about this is that you're a grown woman taking out on a little kid.
I'm not taking anything out on a little kid, and Nia is 12. She can have kids. She can get married in some countries.
I'm having this conversation, and you're ugly. What you say is absolutely ugly.
That's
and
the
you're
truth.
a nasty woman.
Get real. Your kid's growing up.
You have crossed the line.
Abby is so totally out of line. I will not sit here and pretend that I support that woman. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk down the hall because that's the woman I support.
We stand behind you 110%. I don't know why she would have said she just go. But it's that and it's everything.
No, no.
That's how she is.
I'm not talking about anything else. Those cameras are out of my face.
Abby can't have a conversation. She can't do it. She gets all ugly. She can't handle the truth. She diverts the conversation. It's ridiculous. I feel really badly for Holly. I could hardly sit there and listen to that because I feel her pain. But it's everything that built up to. It's not just that. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I think we have to go get the girls and then go back into the room to get them ready for group dance.
We're sorry it got to that.
We are sorry.
I mean, I can hardly stand there and watch that.
It's
You know what?
vile.
Yeah, it's vile.
What she did was
but
vile.
good for you.
And you know what? She can't fight you, Holly, so what does she do?
She gets below the belt. The girls have to get ready for the group dance. I am not going to stoop to Abby's level and get sidetracked.
I only did the front. I couldn't do the back.
I am beyond mad. I am beyond angry. I am downright finished with these women. You know what? I'm gonna go nobody is gonna talk to me that way ever again in my life. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the group routine. Something tells me the moms aren't gonna like it.
Outrageous.
I'm not sure where Abby is, girls. 5 of you, I want you to go on stage and own it. I don't know what nationals will hold for this group, so treat today as if this is your nationals.
I'm nervous for these kids. They're taking the stage. Things aren't right with Abby. They're going up against the Candy Apples. I just have to hope that their head's in the game and they focus on their dancing, nothing else.
Ladies and gentlemen, the group number playing with matches has been withdrawn. I repeat, the group number playing with matches
Isn't that yours?
has been withdrawn and will not dance.
What happened?
That's yours.
What?
Girls, come here. The reason the group dance was pulled has nothing to do with you. It's how your mothers treated Abby in that dressing room. I don't know what it was, and you guys don't know what it was, but that was the reason, okay?
She's a coward because she cannot take responsibility and be accountable for her actions.
She was afraid that she was gonna get beat.
Yep.
So it's okay for us to get beat as long as she's the one orchestrating it.
She's sabotaging our kids.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Highest score, solo duet trios.
Instead of Abby being responsible for her own actions, she blamed the mothers. Our girls deserve the right to compete. They have trained all week, and you deny them the opportunity to possibly have a win against the Candy Apples. Is absolutely wrong.
I'm not sure about nationals. I do know one thing. I'm not gonna go all the way out of town on a plane, stay in a hotel, and go to all that trouble and have happen what happened in this dressing room earlier. It's quite obvious with your visual display that you have a problem with my teaching methods. I didn't sign up for you. You signed up to take class at my studio, and you did it every year, and you knew darn well what you were signing up for. The screaming and the yelling and all the nonsense, that's what Kathy does.
But what some of the things that you said were disrespectful
to you, to your standards.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Abby, you could never lower yourself to my standards because you're already beneath my standards are high. My standards are much higher.
You know what? I'm not getting into this. This is my time. We're on my clock right now.
Rather than be a grown woman, look at the observables of your behavior and think about that and reflect.
Okay, so I'm gonna think on what happened today. I'm gonna reflect, and I'm gonna tell you that Nia and her Maya Angelou tribute are benched.
As a great reflection of the character that you are, there comes a point that's a defining moment, like, you know what, it's not worth it. This is not the right environment for me or for my kid. Walk out the door.
I am walking out the door because I'm off the
bored
clock.
with the conversation as it is. Straighten your knees and point your feet and get some class.